minimize it, try to ridicule it. But something like that, the princes all line up and they have to fight to death to get the hand of the princess. I mean, that's first class. Where is that in Western culture? What lady in the West gets to enjoy such an experience? The princes fight to death to get her hand. Even dance. The other night we did a program up here at. You believe we did a Namhata program just near Murari Gupta Prabhu's house? I was astonished. Here just a few minutes away, we were doing preaching in Mayapur. Namhata preaching. There's so many people, non-devotees or local people. They're all there. 300 people there, set up in a pandal just near Murari Gupta Prabhu's house. I couldn't believe it. We gave a lecture. It was an astonishing experience. There was a powerful preacher there. One powerful preacher. He induced all these people to have interest in kind of a program. And then the girls were dancing. Some of the girls from that Namhata, the good girls are dancing. Maybe they're like 11, 12, maybe even younger, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old girls. And the way they danced, I mean, in the West, girls don't dance like that. In the West, they don't, not like the way Indian girls, not dance. I mean, it's so beautiful, so expressive. Huh?
They don't know to dance.
Yeah, they don't know. Their dancing is like, the disco, but the way they dance for the Lord, it's so, Indian girls, it's a racial comment, but they can dance so, it's so enjoyment for them. In a whole, 300 people there, and for the pleasure of the Lord, and they're dancing. But that is, how can you say that they're not cared for? They're given facility, in the right way, in Indian culture, in traditional dancing. That's enough. Just let me dance, and the rest of it I don't mind. Scrubbing a few pots, scrubbing the floor here and there. But if I can dance on occasion, there's such enjoyment to be able to, and it's so beautiful dancing. These things that are there. They ridicule like an arranged marriage. Oh, arranged marriage is though something barbaric and primitive. An arranged marriage. Well, look at the figures. Look at the figures. Easy come, easy go. But arranged marriage as they stay together. Much more than people that what they call love marriage. Love marriage. Arranged marriage as they stay together. Much more. Shall we hear Sundara Gopi, text number 30, Krishna's conjugal dealings?
In text 30, it's all about the palaces, how they were decorated. So Krishna is perfect. So everything that belongs to Krishna is perfect. His palace was perfect. The curtains and the jewels and all, everything was very beautiful. And there was nothing that Krishna desired. It was just, Krishna is Atmaram. So the misconception would be like, Krishna wanted to enjoy the ladies, Krishna wanted to enjoy the place. But Krishna doesn't want anything. He is Atmaram. He's self-satisfied. So there is nothing that, he does, if it is anything, then he does it for his devotees, for his wives and all. And even to enjoy with his wife, all the wives, everybody, all of us, are parts of him. So if I decorate my hand, it's nothing. We are not anything separate from him. So that is one of the misconceptions that Krishna wants to enjoy like 16,000 wives. But those are all his part and parcels. And he's so self-satisfied. And for me it is, from this verse, it's like Om Purna Madhavu Purna Madhavu. If anything is not understood because of my incomplete knowledge of the complete whole, I am not having that knowledge. People who don't have the knowledge, and that's why they don't understand Krishna completely, or his leelas.
Some bhakti references to the Bhakti Shastras there, Upanishads. Very good. But one of that, Bhakti Vaibhav means Bhakti Shastra again. Very good. Now, what about this? The princesses who were arrested and held captive for Bhaumashura for his personal enjoyment. How could they possibly be accepted by Krishna? This is not according to the Kshatriya culture. Explain. Yes, Rasamoi.
Regarding Krishna, like when the Bhaumashura was killed, so now as like Vedic ages, once the girl is out, so nobody is going to accept him as wife. So they requested Lord Krishna to accept them as wife. In that way.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not mentioned there, but they have not been touched.
Well, it seems that Prabhupada, he was mentioning that they were enjoying, he says, carnal pleasure.
Yeah.
It has not been done yet.
It's not been done. If there's any suspicion, the woman's not accepted. If there's any suspicion, one night away from the house, if any suspicion. So, how is it he can do this? He can just marry them. How is it? Yes.
Well, apart from him, no one else would accept him. So he is there to fulfill anyone because he is the ultimate father. So without
Father
question-
here, husband.
Yeah, husband.
It's a
So,
different rasa.
I mean, all desires. So apart from him, there was no one who could even accept them as their wives. So, and it said that they prayed sincerely for only him to accept. So Krishna accepted them.
Sundar Gopi.
So the same thing, like Lord Ramchandra said, even Ravan would come. If he says, I am yours, then Ram would say, I will accept. So these 16,000 girls, they had wholeheartedly accepted Krishna, and then Krishna will reciprocate to protect them and to even give them love, because all he cares is the love in our heart and our sincere our sincere love, and he reciprocates to that, no matter what the social customs or whatever it is.
Good. Yeah, it's a large number, but I mean, for the Kshatriyas, if they can make the palace, if they can entertain and satisfy, that's it. That's the only. There's no limit.
Yeah.
So the only condition is that you've got to keep him happy. So he could do that. He's performing the pastimes as a prince, as Dwarkadish, as the king, and so they're very fortunate that they're present in the pastimes. They can become his wives, and we'll see that it's only to reciprocate with their desire. He doesn't care 16,000 or 16 million. As many as want. I'll be ready to marry and reciprocate with their desire. And we'll see in the next chapter that actually he plays the role of a henpecked husband. Prabhupada uses the word henpecked. Henpecked means the wife is always telling him what to do. No, yeah. It's henpecked. So he plays the role because that's how they want to serve him. They want to. That's their relationship. So he becomes the husband that they want. He becomes the husband they think they're completely he's completely under their control. This is the Dwarkadish, and we'll examine that more tomorrow. So Krishna, he left. Now he's leaving for Dwarka. This is the departure. He's leaving Hastinapura, being kept in Hastinapura by the request of Yudhisthira to stay a little longer. So he stayed a little longer, and now he's leaving. The ladies on the palace, they offered their appreciation and prayers, which were more pleasing than the Vedas. We were discussing the principles of shyness and gender separation and the importance of that for human civilization. A little bit about Dwarka, how it's superior to the heavenly planets. Living in the holy Dham, principles of Krishna's conjugal love. Krishna began his journey, and Yudhisthira arranged, I think it was 4 Akshahini divisions, 4 to accompany Krishna. That's interesting, although he's Param Purush, the Maha, he's the supreme Sad Aishwarya Purna, but still to play the Leela, there's some additional military protection is there in 4 Akshahini divisions. He doesn't really need it, but he's accepting. And each evening he would stop and perform his various rituals, Sandhya Vandana, etc., to show the example for humanity at large. And so tomorrow, at this very place, at this very time, we will be hearing about Lord Krishna's entrance into the city of Dwarka. And we can conclude today with these statements from Srila Prabhupada. Please read.
The Lord plays the part of a subordinate in his transcendental sporting, and thus sometimes he puts himself in the care of Yashoda Mata for his protection in his so-called helplessness of childhood. That is the transcendental Leela or pastime of the Lord. The basic principle for all transcendental exchanges between the Lord and his devotees is exhibited to enjoy a transcendental bliss for which there is no comparison, even up to the level of Brahmananda.
Jai Shri Prabhupada ki.
Can I ask two small questions?
We finished. That was a really good finish too.